Put your diary down. Not there where you can see it in film. I'm Rick.
Oh, we're not starting like that. Yeah. And I'm Paul.
Should we start again?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rick.
And I'm Paul.
Between us we run Caddis. We're an environmental and agricultural contracting firm based up in Cheshire. We've been running for about 17 years now, and over that time we've created a real eclectic mix of agricultural and construction machinery that we put to use on environmental projects covering wetland, forestry, arboriculture, fencing, farming. Lots and lots of diverse services that we provide. We thought we'd try and start a channel.
We've not done any social media, either of us. We're both in our 40s now, and we've sort of stayed clear of it. Now, crazily, through various encounters over the last few weeks, Rich has had this brainwave. Let's try a channel, a YouTube channel, and see what happens.
Yeah, you may have seen us on another person's channel on Well of Faber, where they came over to mend our excavator, and then we had another chance encounter when I bought a fuel tank from GCS. Both Cal from Well of Faber and Michael at GCS were like, guys, you want to start a channel? Just do this thing. And they sort of give us a bit of inspiration. Our children have been mithering us, and it's really nice for my lad, Oliver, Paul's children, my nieces, nephew and nieces, for them to be able to see what we do. They're at school all week, and they don't get to see everything we're up to. So now hopefully that's quite inspirational for them. Hopefully great for our customers and clients that we really value. You can get pigeonholed into doing certain tasks for certain different clients.
It'd be nice for them to see actually all the different things we do. Like you just said then, getting pigeonholed into certain things, and actually the broad spectrum that we cover. It's going to be good to show customers and suppliers.
But moreover for you guys, hopefully you'll find the content interesting. The diversity of what we do, whether it be the arboriculture or the fencing or wetland restorations, hopefully it gives you some insight into what we do. Hopefully you can learn from some of the things we do, and hopefully through your comments we can learn some of your ideas. So please give us lots of feedback, lots of comments. We're really new to this. It's new cameras, new kit. We're just trying to get used to being in front of the camera and how best to film it. So any tips or tricks you've got, any comments you've got about what we do and how we can improve our products and service, really love to hear from you. Please like and subscribe, and bear with us while we get better at presenting and better at showing you the content that hopefully you guys are going to enjoy.
See if we can make it work.
Yeah, so it'll be a journey.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Please enjoy the videos. Okay, so it's Monday morning, and we're just getting ready for concreting tomorrow. We were meant to be concreting this on Friday or Saturday, but the rain forecast over the last 2 days has been pretty poor, so we pushed it back till tomorrow. So we've just been finally getting ready for the pour tomorrow. This is going to be a new area of our yard. So we're going to do this area here in front of the workshop. Put a concrete slab down over all this, which should be really tidy. It's been hardcore and a bit muddy over the last few years. We're building a new wash bay area as well. The last facility was pretty poor, so we've built a new receptor pit. So this has goes into a big soak away, and the receptor there to catch all the solids. We've got we fabricated all that, and the grills are here lifted out. Drop straight back in after we've done the job. We put these concrete panels in around the edges just to hold the banks back, keep it a bit tidier and neater and smarter around the edge of the wash bay so we can keep it all nice and clean. And this bay at the end we've done in insulated panels. Only 30mm, but hopefully it'll be enough when it's finished to keep the frost off. We'll have little insulated doors on there, and that'll house the power washer. A little boiler in there probably for hot water for washing off the vehicles. So we're all looking forward to being able to have a tidier job for keeping the kit smart and shiny and clean and maintained. So that's pretty cool. We've got all the sub bases down. We've done that over the weekend, given it all a good roll. So I'm just going to got the levels pretty well on now where we need them to be for the 6 inches of the concrete we're going to be putting down. Just going to give it a final roll now. What we decided on this one to do is use a structural fibre, steel fibres in the concrete, This will be a C40 mix with these 15 kilos of steel fibres in there, structural steel fibres, with a view of not using rebar. We've always used rebar in the existing yards, but just thinking that hopefully it'll make it a bit easier if we can not have to be messing around with the mesh as we're pouring. Whether it's going to be as good, some people think it's going to be great, some others suggest that it's not as strong as using rebar. We thought on this area here, we'll give it a whirl. It's about a 45 cubic metre pour. So I'll just set the roller off now and we'll get this sorted out, and then we'll be back in the morning to get the concrete down. I've got a couple of friends coming up over from Shropshire that have been laying all our concrete over the last few years, make a really nice tidy job. And what we've decided to do on here is, rather than brush finish it like the rest of the yard we've done historically, it's got a brush finish, a little bit muddy here, for grip, but that sort of wears out over time, and I'm not so sure that it's quite as durable as a pan finish. So the idea is that the Sam's going to come up tomorrow with the power floats, and they're going to put a pan on it, and we're going to pan finish it, and hopefully that'll create a grippy surface but a really hard wearing surface. Obviously in the washroom area here, this will be power floated like it normally does to a really good polished surface, so that'd be nice. So we'll get on rolling and get cracked on, and tomorrow we'll be laying. So I've got the rolling done now. We're using our Terex TV 1300. It's quite an old girl, we've had it for quite a number of years. We bought it when we started this project of building the new yard. Just so handy having our own. We've just been busy contracting all the time, you just never know when you're going to get a chance to do your own work, so just having this in the yard's just brilliant. So it's picking it up and we can just get on with the job as and when we want to. She's a 1300, as I said, which I think weighs about, what is it? Yeah, about 3.5 tonne. So quite a heavy bit of kit really. Obviously vibrating, double drum vibrating roller. I think when we bought it, we went for that size just because they're more cost effective. I think the 1200s, which were about, I don't know, around about 2 tonnes, something like that, much handier machines to pull behind 4-wheel drives and stuff. This being heavier and over what you can tow with a normal 4-wheel drive, they just seem to be less desirable. So we picked her up for I have no idea what we paid for her now, but I know it was just seemed to be great value compared to the smaller ones at the time. It's been a good old bus. It makes a good job. So we've got all the stone down now, rolled out, sorted. We've got Sam coming up, and I think another chap coming to help lay it tomorrow. So they've done all our laying, making a real nice job. We've been really pleased with those over the last few years. Everything they've done to make a super job of power floating. So that little shed's going to be power floated, and the rest of the yard we're going to pan finish rather than brush finishing. Hopefully it'll make a better, harder, stronger finish, I reckon, and an anti-slip. So we'll crack on tomorrow. So you've just seen, we've just got all the wagons in. It's 46.5 cube did it. We just had a little make-up at the end, 1.5 cube. So we're just waiting now. Lads are always having a lunch. Just got to wait for it to start going off so we can start power floating. But it's gone down real nice. The Magic did it across, and then a quick ball float. And now we're just waiting, as I say, to let it cure enough to get the floats on. I'll show you around it quickly. So we've got it all falling down to this corner, and then across from that backside into this wash area, so we should get a fall from about that stanchion there down to the reception pit. We've got a power float that you might just be able to see hung up before we started at the back of the building. The first wagon went into the back of the building there, so that'll go off quickest, so we can get that panned off and then power floated to a nice polished finish at the end. And then the rest of this slab, we're just going to put the pan finish on, but we'll show you that in an hour or so when it's ready to start going. So job's gone well. The forecast is quite good for tonight. I don't think we're not going to get any frost. We were a little bit worried that we might be getting a bit cold tonight. We looked at the forecast earlier in the week, and we thought we might have to put some fleeces over it, but that's a bit of a nightmare because the pan finish at the end won't be quite good enough to walk on, so it'd be difficult to get the fleeces over. So I think we're going to be lucky with the weather. So job's going well. We'll come back shortly when we start power floating. So we've got Dan Lane, Dingle, Sam. Oh, patiently waiting to get on the power float. This is obviously fuel of champions there. What are you on for lunch, Sam?
Spicy beef.
Whoa, what are you on? You're getting it all over you. How's that?
Nice, though.
You've got most of the concrete around your face. Nice. Good stuff. So we've got a long wait now, waiting for this concrete to go off. Is there concrete ready yet, George?
Doesn't look like it. Oh, it's going quite hard.
So can you see the fibres in it?
They're here.
What are you viewing? So hopefully as we start power floating, all these little concrete steel fibres, we're going to have the strength of the concrete. Hopefully they'll all push in
Okay.
as we start power floating. Well, it's 6:15 and we're still going. The lad's been over at the power float, you've just seen, and going over it again now, just trying to bring the finish a little bit tight to where it's at the moment. I'll show you where we've got to now. So the first pass with the ride on power floats. You see how good this is. Just giving it a nice bit of grip, but probably it's a bit open on the surface. So we've just left it for another hour or so. Sam's just going over it again. I've no idea what time it is now. We've both run out of battery, but we're about finishing off. Dingle's living the dream with the trail. Sam's just finishing off the float, and then we just got to get the pan off, finish off floating everything there. Job's good. So it's 48 hours since we started laying concrete. I wasn't in the yard yesterday, so just got back today to have a look at it. I know that the lads finished at 11:30 when they finished floating this off. It was quite slow going off, it was cold. Now it's had 48 hours the surface nice and hard now. Obviously it's not going to get full strength for a couple of weeks, but yeah, I'm really pleased with it in the main. There's a little bit of water. You can just see there, but it's only a couple of mil. There's a little bit of a film. They were struggling to get the fall back down that way because the slab coming alongside here is level all the way across, but I think on balance that's pretty good. It's all falling nicely down into the receptors, that's cool. Just wants a little bit of cleaning off around there, and then we get these grids back on to make that safe. They weren't totally happy with the finish on here. It's, I think for what we're using it for, it's going to be fine. It's not quite as shiny as we normally get. I thought it was going to take another couple of hours, and I think we called time on it. So we'll see how this new slab with the pins works out. We've obviously got no bar in here, as we said. It's just this stainless steel pins that we put through. I think the surface finish, there's a nice little bit of texture there. Hopefully that'll be fairly hard wearing and won't rub off as quickly as the brushing finish does. These little pins that we can see down here, just that one flicked off. So a few of these, you know, they're not totally disappeared. There's a few in the surface. I'm guessing once we've gone over it with a road brush, we'll lose most of those and it should be okay. Hope we don't get punches in the tyres from them. I think we'll get that sweat before we start using the slab. And I guess if we're doing a cow yard or something like that, it's not going to be an ideal solution. I think they'd be pretty nasty if they start popping off into hooves. But I think for what we're using it for, you know, this will be grand. It's certainly not slippy. I just hope the surface lasts. So yeah, looking good. I think Sam's coming back today to put the saw cuts in. I think we're going to do a cut diagonally from corner to corner off that pit, and then we'll split this up into probably off that steel, one of those steels, and put a couple of cuts across there. It's only about 5 metres wide at these points here, so yeah, a few cuts in there just to control the expansion and cracking. So nice to have more concrete down. Getting out of the mud is brilliant. Anyway, better crack on with the rest of the day. So it's been nearly 2 weeks now since we've laid that concrete at the yard. Sam came up last Saturday and cut it to control the expansion and cracking. And just picked the old fella up now. He's not been down to the yard for a month. Right. He's sadly suffered a stroke about 4 weeks ago, but we're out of hospital now, been out of hospital a week, so I thought I'd just run him down, take him for a bit of a walk down the yard, see what we've been up to. So we just got down here now down to the yard, so it's Sunday. Brought Dad down to have a look at it. I'll just show you where Sam's cut. So he's just cut across from that stanchion along here, off that stanchion there, across. I'll just break this slab up into a few pieces across that one there. Just saw and cut there, and then off the wash. Diagonally down, back up to that one, back up into that corner, back down to that corner. So it's been nearly 2 weeks since the concrete's down here, so I moved these on here Friday. We'll part the trailers up to get them out of the way. They've been taking up a bit of space. Picked up that racking from down in Oxfordshire earlier in the week, so we just need to get this area here cleaned out. That racking's going to go along there, so we can get all that in order, so that'd be nice. So that's the end of the concreting job.